everybody, welcome back to the Dumpster Rodent Podcast. I'm your host, Robert Downey Jr., joined as always by a giant pile of cocaine.
That's me.
Now, Reactor, I don't know if you've been informed about this. Are you sitting down? This might be some dire news for you.
I'm always sitting down.
Reactor.
At least since COVID.
Our friend, Rusty Cage, is in Hawaii. He is not here for this episode.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you going to be okay?
Yes, we do a lot of episodes just between us, don't we? Rusty seems to get out of a lot of episodes.
Well, it's funny that you say that because I actually have a surprise waiting in the wings for you, a surprise co-host to replace Rusty Cage.
A mini Rusty?
Not quite.
Okay.
Reactor, if you had to guess, of all of our fans, who is your biggest fan?
My mom?
Close. I tried to get your mom on the show. She politely declined. She said she had some Asian things to do. I don't know what that means.
She's always making rice.
Yeah. We have a fan in our Discord named Justin Kim. He's infamous at this point. He makes fan art of Reactor. He's Reactor's biggest fan. He's bought a Reactor hat and all of Reactor's merchandise. And I figured today, since Rusty could not make it, we should have him on the show instead. Okay. So, Justin Kim, welcome to the program. You are live on the TrashRats podcast.
What's up, Justin?
Hi.
What's going on?
I'm really excited.
Yeah,
it's Reactor's kind of my hero, you know. So
yeah. So Justin, just to let you know, Reactor did not know you were going to be here. This was a big surprise.
What's up, Reactor?
Not much.
Yeah.
Are you ready to? You know the format of the show, right?
Yeah. Have you heard this show before?
Were you briefed?
No.
Basically, we write fake news articles and pretend like they're real.
Oh, are we recording?
Yes, we are recording. We're 3 minutes into the episode.
Got it.
All right.
Now, here's the thing. We usually have Rusty Cage on this show, but I figure Rusty is easily replaceable. So I'm going to include a straw poll in the description. And at the end of this episode, I want everybody to vote who is the better host, Justin Kim or Rusty Cage. And whoever gets more votes will be the new permanent co-host. Reactor, do you agree with that?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Yeah.
As long as Justin can make it to more episodes than Rusty.
I'm sure he can. How hard could it be to show up once a week?
Yeah, I know, right? Like, oops, I had to go on a Hawaiian vacation.
Yeah.
Like they don't have Wi-Fi in Hawaii or something? I don't know.
Reactor, do you still have your fucking fan on full blast? I still hear air coming through your mic.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. Well,
there's no air left in my room.
Hey, Justin, we got a little bit of backlash for the previous episode, and since you're the number one fan of this podcast, I'm just curious, what was your reaction to the most recent episode when we talked about crypto and stuff in depth for about 3 hours?
I think people didn't like Paralyzed because his microphone was not good, and it wasn't understanding like what they're talking about.
Yeah.
About the Bitcoin.
I just want to correct his name's
Dogecoin.
Parallax, just to not disrespect him. His name's Parallax, but
about Dogecoin.
Yeah. I felt like talking about it, like, man, you know, it's bad enough I talk about this shit all the time. Like,
He was also being like a little disrespectful to you, Reactor.
Was he? No, he wasn't.
Really?
I thought
no one's just. You have to be aware to be disrespected.
Yeah, I thought Parallax and Reactor got along really well, and if anything, the audience did not understand. There were a lot of comments saying, "Reactor, why don't you believe in the Great Reset?" And like, it was so obvious to me that you were being facetious when you pretended you didn't believe in it.
It's got its own website from the World Economic Forum. Like, it's, like, no, it blows my mind that people call it a conspiracy theory. It's like, okay, like you're just living in Wonderland. Nothing I can do about
it. It's episode 30 of this show. How do people not know when Reactor is being sarcastic yet?
Well, not just that. I've talked about the Great Reset being real, at least in half of the episodes.
We've talked about it on this show, and people thought you meant it when you said you didn't believe in it.
But it is good news to know that they all understand how real it is, and that we're literally living in it right now while everything is crashing down around us.
Well, I think Rusty might have a chip on his shoulder due to the reaction of the last episode, and I can't blame him. If I did a podcast with one of my IRL friends and people kind of shit on it, I guess I might take that a little personally too, because it's like, hey, don't make fun of my friend. I'm the only one who's allowed to do that. But Rusty said in the chat he wanted us to spread this message on the next episode. He said, no one likes this episode. Make sure to make it a point on the next episode that we're returning to fart jokes and pedophilia content. So that's what Rusty wants everybody to know.
Right.
Justin, Kim, do you have any fart jokes or pedophilia content you want to share?
What's your favorite joke, Justin?
My favorite joke?
You want to hear mine while you think?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if I ever said this before because it's my favorite joke. I probably did. But what's brown and sticky?
Molasses.
You got a guess, Justin?
No.
A stick.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's one of the higher tier jokes that have ever been featured on this show.
It's like a little 5-year-old kid's joke, but it's also, I don't know, I just love the wordplay.
Well, Reactor, do we have any fart or pedophile related news stories to discuss this week?
I don't know.
You said you had some Epstein news. I guess that's kind of pedophile content.
How old is it? It's an hour. Like, this article is an hour old. I actually just found it right before we were starting.
Shit, breaking news.
Yeah. So it's from, I don't even know what's CBC.ca. Is that Canadian? Is that like the BBC, but for Canada? So they made it CBC.
I think it's Cock and Ball Courture.
Canada Broadcast Channel. I don't know, whatever. But it's from CBC, and it says, Jeffrey Epstein prison guards admit to falsifying records, make deal to avoid jail time. And like what everyone's saying about this, the reason I even looked up this article, like I got to find this article, is because people are saying that these guards admitted to falsifying records, and it's, I don't know, that just seems crazy.
Can you read the article to us? Because what exactly was falsified?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, okay, I'll just get into it. It says, Tova Noel Michael Thomas accused of browsing internet during financier's suicide. Oh, okay, so they're saying they weren't asleep. The 2 Bureau of Prisons workers tasked with guarding Jeffrey Epstein the night he killed himself in a New York jail have admitted they falsified records, but they will skirt any time behind bars until a deal with federal prosecutors, authorities said Friday. Prison workers Tova Noel and Michael Thomas were accused of sleeping and browsing the internet instead of monitoring Epstein the night he took his own life in August 2019. You know what's funny about that is, like, I guess I was never a prison guard or anything, but I can't think of a job I've ever had that I didn't sleep on the job, you know? So it's like, whoa, that's me, you know?
Yeah, I've spent a lot of my jobs browsing the internet, so if anything, this is just it's a relatable story.
Like, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna kill time. And then could you imagine it's like the most questioned murder, suicide in history? It's like your fault.
Well, Justin, have you ever been on the internet when you should have been stopping a pedophile from committing suicide?
No. I don't know about a lot about Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I don't either. All I know is he was he's connected to Israel somehow, the Israeli Mossad somehow. He's really good friends with Bill Gates. They bought a Four Seasons hotel chain together.
Isn't that interesting that it wasn't until Bill Gates' big divorce that suddenly now every news story is Bill Gates was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein? I'm starting to think that maybe his wife or his ex-wife is getting the ultimate revenge. I mean, in the modern day, what better revenge can you get on your ex than exposing him as Jeffrey Epstein's right-hand man?
She's involved. There's no way she's married. Like, how would she not know Bill Gates' dealings? You think he keeps, like,
Oh, she knew.
From her?
She knew. I've seen a lot of stories that like Bill Gates was asking Jeffrey Epstein for advice on how to get a divorce from his wife and all this shit.
Yeah, but wait. So why Jeffrey Epstein's like an accountant type guy, supposedly, or like he knows money and numbers and shit. And why would he get advice from Epstein? You know, one of the theories is that, or I mean, it's not even a theory; it's a fact that if you sell half of your shares of a business of your company without notifying your investors, it's illegal. You can't just up and sell half your shares without telling them, because that means you're fucking them, right? But if you get a divorce, nobody can stop you. You don't have to notify your investors, and you instantly can take half of your shares and liquefy them and give them to your wife. So if Bill Gates is in deep shit right now, which is, I don't know, maybe he is. He's friends with Epstein, right? He's got to be connected. Like he's in
friends with a
with
corpse at this point.
But my point is, like, he's probably involved, somehow connected, and he is in trouble, so he has to liquidate half his shares. But another theory I have, or people have, is that it could also be that he had to liquidate his shares because he's the one shorting GameStop. So I don't know. It's definitely not that he cheated on her and it's like a stupid, like regular celebrity divorce.
Well, if he was
one of the richest people in the world.
If he was asking Epstein for advice on his marriage, that would have been years and years ago. So it sounds like this divorce has been cooking up for a while now, and it's not just like an out of the blue thing, right?
Or Epstein's alive. No, but well, it also made like.
Wouldn't that be the best plot twist if Epstein was really alive? Then he really didn't kill himself.
What if Epstein is Joe Biden wearing a Joe Biden mask?
Oh my God! I mean,
Epstein's our president. Oh my God! No,
it would explain all the sniffing of his nieces and random children.
Yeah, but it's also interesting that Bezos, another one of the richest people in the world, liquidated half his shares in a divorce. Or
Elon Musk, he puts all his money into Dogecoin and Bitcoin and then goes on SNL to purposefully diminish their value. It's all tied together.
You can get at that too. No,
let's talk more about Bitcoin. That's what people want to hear.
Everyone's saying, because it dropped a lot. So like Bitcoin's at like 40K right now. Dogecoin is at like 35 maybe. I haven't actually looked lately.
35K? Shit, that's pretty good.
No, 35 cents.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, I should have. It's obvious to me I meant 35 cents.
Well, it doesn't matter to you because you're not selling until it hits $5.
Or something. I don't know. Why should I even sell it? I think it'll just be hilarious if it gets bigger and bigger. But, What
were you saying, Justin?
I bought a lot of Dogecoin and I pretended that I understood what it is and I told everybody that it would go to $5. So I lost thousands of dollars.
You didn't lose anything. No, you didn't lose anything.
Well, unless you sold it. Yeah, did you sell?
Yeah, that's what I tell everybody.
Why would you sell?
I didn't. I didn't. And so I always say what Reactor says, but no one believes me.
Yeah, just as
welcome to my life.
As a brief interlude, Justin Kim, you're Reactor's #1 fan. His word is the gospel to you. How has following Reactor's life advice and philosophies affected your personal life so far? How many friends have you lost?
I wear the Reactor hat everywhere.
Do you really?
Yes,
cool,
and I listen to the clip of the podcast when he says, like, he saved that man's life. Remember?
You listen to that all the time?
In the mornings, every day, I look in.
I can send you the video of me getting the shit stomped out of me if you want.
You have the video?
Yeah.
Can I post that in the podcast?
No, man. It's pretty embarrassing.
Well,
no, it's not embarrassing because you were saving him.
No, I was getting my head stomped on the ground.
Yeah, but you were
no, but you're getting
sacrificing yourself to help somebody else.
It could have been him.
Yeah, I guess.
Have you seen?
Point, I don't know. It would have been better if it was him.
Wow! You wouldn't have saved that man.
No, I'm just kidding. But I did lose a lot of motion in my left hand because of it.
Oh, do you use your left hand for anything?
No, it's like my fingers, like my fingers don't bend all the way.
Well, that's a good thing. Now when you masturbate with your left hand, it feels like somebody else is doing it.
No, well, I mean, they don't bend all the way. I can still bend them, and I have a really big dick, so it kind of like still works.
Yeah, I saw some guy, I mean, I tweeted this out. Some guy kept DMing me, asking me how big Rusty Cage's penis is, and I ignored him. So I saw Reactor, you actually sent him a photo. How did that go?
He thanked me. He said I was, I don't know, he said something. I can't remember what he said. I can look at my DMs, but...
Should I post the photo in the podcast so everybody can see it?
Nah, no penis pictures in the podcast.
Okay. Is that a new rule?
Yeah, he said... You will forever be remembered as more helpful than Simian Jimmy, a man with no honor that betrayed my trust for business.
Well, that's fair. So far, there are 2 diehard Reactor fans who rate you higher than me.
Do you even have pictures of Rusty's dick?
Well, I do now that you sent it to me and that guy.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Can you describe? The photo? Because it's
it's about 3 inches of dick and like 4 inches of foreskin.
He's got like a digibro phimosis cock.
What is it?
Phimosis, I think, is when you have excess foreskin.
Yeah, I don't know. It just looks really weird. I like looking at weird penises. No, I don't. but I do like laughing at deformity, sorta.
Well, do we have any other news on this Jeffrey Epstein update, or should we move on to another article?
Yeah, basically, I guess the article's just saying they were on the internet and they were lying, saying they fell asleep. But why would that doesn't make sense. What are they saying? They were like, what? It's like
at some point you need to stop changing your story.
You're afraid you're going to get in trouble for browsing the internet, so you lie and say you were sleeping instead.
Yeah, like you already let Jeffrey Epstein die.
No, but I mean,
we don't care about what the excuse is at this point. At least keep your story straight.
What's the difference between browsing the internet and not paying attention and falling asleep and not paying attention? That just sounds weird to me. I don't know if that's the whole story, but I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out what's going on with this. The Epstein case was like 2019. It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
No one ever heard anything of it. I don't even remember what happened. Well, he was dead before the trial, right?
I mean, it's so fucking obvious to me. This dude was best friends with Bill Gates, the Clintons, Tom Hanks, every famous billionaire in the world. There's no fucking way they were gonna let him testify in court. 0% chance. Like, you think this man, Jeffrey Epstein had to know there was a plea bargain in the works. All he has to do is testify and name every celebrity who fucked a 13-year-old, and he probably gets to go home like what's it called when you're like a prisoner in your own mansion? Like
like Ellen and Oprah right now.
House arrest?
Yeah. Like Jeffrey Epstein could have got house arrest, and we would have Hillary Clinton in prison. Like, of course, somebody killed him. There's no fucking way he would hang himself.
Hey, it's also possible it's witness protection.
Protection from justice.
If all the billionaires, if you have dirt on all the billionaires, like the Clintons, you have to protect that witness and have a secret trial almost.
Yeah, and these...
I don't think secret trials are legal, though, but...
Well, these guards did not protect this witness at all. They just let him get gassed or killed or whatever the fuck happened.
Yeah. What is it? Epstein killed himself with like 2 gunshots to the back of the head in his cell, right?
Yeah, that's what I read.
Something like that. Yeah, makes sense.
That's too bad. Sad to see somebody in so much pain take their own life.
Did you hear, so Ellen's show is canceled, right?
Didn't she say she's quitting of her own accord because of toxic masculinity?
Oh, did she? I thought she said she got bored with it or something. It's not a challenge anymore.
Yeah, that was the first excuse, but then she went on about how she thinks that everybody trying to hold her accountable for her poor working conditions, they're saying that it's sexist because she's a woman.
Yeah, because I heard she disappeared for a month and her employees were wondering why the hell they weren't getting paid.
Oh, did that happen too?
Or what was going on with their jobs. I don't remember. I didn't really look into it much. All I know is that she's wearing an ankle bracelet tracker right now.
Really?
And she decided she doesn't want to do her show. Yeah, her and Oprah.
Justin Kim, you a big fan of Ellen DeGeneres?
No. I've never seen the TV show.
You're missing out. It's a good show.
Okay, I'll watch it.
But yeah, so they both have. I mean, okay, so I can't confirm that they definitely have these ankle bracelets on.
Yeah, I'm guessing they don't.
You would think, right? But here, I'm gonna post these in. Where could I post these? Ugh. I'll just post them in our DM.
Okay.
So here, check this out. You can't really see the ankle monitor, but it is weird that Ellen is wearing an ankle bracelet under her clothes.
Where did you find this?
Same with Oprah. Like, and then like, so this picture. We got to put this in the video. So
I'll put it in. This is weird. Is this real?
Yes, they're real.
Why the fuck would they have this?
I don't know. Are they criminals?
Like,
this is I mean, look at so what is it? Snopes wrote false over the picture. It's like, okay, what is that? Her wallet in her fucking boot? Like, what is she wearing there? And
she's wearing an ankle wallet, of course.
Yeah, and well, because she's got so much money, she's probably got like 8 wallets on her at all times.
Yeah.
Hey, so then look at the I think this is like Instagram or something from Oprah, where she's like making spaghetti or some shit, wearing like sweatpants at home.
Damn,
she's still
Oprah
got her
looking
wallet
thick.
in her pocket. She's still got her wallet in her pocket.
Yeah.
Or in her sock or whatever that is. It's
very interesting. Yeah, what a coincidence that Ellen is wearing some weird ankle weight and also can't do her show anymore.
But what's crazy is like, and not to like really rip on my brother, but like I showed him this and you have to be logical. You can't just say, well, Snopes wrote false on it, so I'm not even going to pay attention. I'm like, obviously it's not an ankle monitor.
Is that the Tim Pool way? He respects everything Snopes has to say?
I get the mainstream media, apparently, because you can look at these pictures and say, okay, that's really weird. She's got something on one ankle in a lot of pictures, like Ellen, for example. So he's like, the conspiracy theorists talking about Ellen has an ankle monitor. It's like, okay, well, what the fuck is on her ankle then, dude?
Yeah.
You have to use, like you have to use your logic.
Maybe she's like
brush something like that off.
She's like Rock Lee from Naruto. She's always wearing the giant ankle weights, and when she gets into a real fight, she can throw them off, and they'll explode on the ground, and then she can go at top speed.
I have no idea what that means.
You haven't seen Naruto?
Yeah.
Oh God, both of you know Naruto, and I don't.
Justin, you've seen the scene with Gaara versus Rock Lee, right?
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah, fucking classic. Come on. Reactor, you're a fake Asian. At least Justin's a real Asian over here.
Is Naruto even an Asian dude?
I mean,
Polish. I think he's Polish.
His last name is like a Nippon.
It's Uzumaki.
Name.
Oh, okay.
That means like ramen or some shit.
His last name is ramen. But yeah, I don't know.
Something to do with Spiral.
Cool. So what would you say, like, what are the percentage? What is the probability that that's an ankle monitor in your mind?
So
100%.
What would be the purpose? Right. Because the idea of an ankle monitor is that the government or whoever is monitoring where you are.
Yeah.
Do these mega celebrities really need that? Don't we know where they are at all times? Because the ankle monitor would like it would go off if you leave the vicinity of your home if you're under house arrest. But are these people? Are these pictures all at their house, or are they out on the town?
I would assume that these, like, if I was going to put an ankle monitor on Oprah and Ellen, they have, like, access to money, or unless the government took their money for the crime or whatever that they're charged with. But they could disappear into the wind easier than I could, maybe, But I would assume if I were the government, I would put the most high-tech ankle monitor I could on them that could probably track them into space if they wanted to try fleeing to another planet.
So what is the hypothesis of, like, what do they do that they need to be monitored?
Hey, so look at the Ellen picture, right? The funny part is, and like this is just a meme picture. I don't know if she actually said this quote. I know these pictures are real. They're not like fake, but the quote where she says, this is what Ellen said, "This will pass much faster if we all listen to what our smart people are telling us to do. And I mean smart people. Goodbye." And then underneath this, the picture of her saying that, it says Office of Justice Programs, and it says SMART, which is apparently it's a federal agency that Office of Sex Offender Sentencing, Monitoring, Apprehending, Registering, and Tracking.
So is there a Jeffrey Epstein connection to Oprah or Ellen?
I really don't know, and I don't really care to dig because I feel like if there is, we'll find out soon enough.
We're gonna have our ankle monitors on soon if we dig too deep.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not gonna dig into shit that seems like it's already snowballing on its own.
So Ellen is canceling her own show supposedly of her own accord, and she's because she basically got canceled for treating her employees like shit, and then she got blamed for it. Now she's trying to say it was all a smear campaign against her and misogyny. What has Oprah been up to lately, other than the Michael Jackson documentary bullshit?
Well, one of those pictures is from the Prince Harry is his name, right?
That's right.
She did with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all I saw she did. Why would she even do that? Why did Oprah popped out of nowhere? No one talks about Oprah, you know?
Yeah, and she did that. She produced that Michael Jackson documentary, and then 2 weeks ago, those guys lost in court. So she's got to be feeling the heat for spreading fake news about the most famous black man in history, other than Jesus.
Yeah, why would she even do that? If it wasn't someone with her status should know that Michael Jackson was a good or a bad guy, you know? I mean, if I was a billionaire, I would know everything about everyone if I wanted. Especially if I was making a documentary about them. What the fuck?
I think the only way to end this segment is all three of us, we're going to go around the horn. We're going to play Fuck, Marry, Kill with Ellen, Oprah, and Jeffrey Epstein. Justin, Kim, you go first.
Can I go last?
No.
Okay. I'm not gay, so I guess I would kill Epstein.
Oh, you and the Clintons, huh?
Sorry.
What do Justin, Kim, and Hillary Clinton have in common? They would both kill Jeffrey Epstein.
Sorry. I guess I would not marry the Oprah.
So you're gonna fuck Oprah?
I don't want to, but I'm not gonna marry her. So I guess I have to. And
so you're gonna marry Ellen DeGeneres? At least she'll make you laugh every day. That's the best thing you can get in a wife. A funny woman.
Go back. You're gonna change your mind and marry Epstein.
Yeah, it's not too late. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip that.
Okay, Reactor. What are your picks?
All right, so I would kill Epstein.
Who wouldn't at this point?
I would fuck Ellen, and I would marry Oprah.
Why?
Just to prove that because if you marry Oprah, then every time someone calls you racist, you can be like, well, I'm married to a black woman.
Wait, when's the last time you saw a black woman married to an Asian man? It's not going to happen.
Really?
That's like the least compatible racial couple.
Yeah, it does. That does seem a little weird.
Yeah. So who is the racist in that scenario? Are the Asian men racist against black women, or the black women hate Asian men?
Or is it okay that they're not interested in each other?
Well, you guys are the only Asians I know. How many black women have hit on both of you?
0. Physically.
I don't know. I guess I never counted.
It's more than you can count.
It's definitely probably the least amount from every racial category.
Yeah, if all the women that have hit on you, they're the ones who hit on you the least.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess I don't really interact with a lot of black women, and I don't really interact. I guess I don't really consider anyone by their race. I never really thought about it.
Oh, you're colorblind?
Yeah, everyone who hits on me is white.
Well, I think if we're going to hashtag Stop Asian Hate, the plethora of black women in our audience should start hitting on Asian men more. I think it's their fault, and they need to fix this issue.
No.
What about,
you
I
good?
don't think so.
What about black men with Asian women?
I think I've seen a lot of porn on 4chan that would advocate that is very popular.
Yeah.
I will not explain why.
But what race is most attracted to black women?
Black men.
Sure?
I'm pretty sure. I mean...
No, it'd be funny if it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like Asian men? Like they can't get enough?
Well, if I have to do this, I'm gonna kill Ellen DeGeneres. I fucking hate that bitch. I'm gonna marry Epstein. because, I mean, he has the money and he's dead.
So does Oprah. No, that's another thing. I was wondering who has the most money.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Oprah does.
Epstein's dead, so I get to inherit all of his wealth and his island and his plane. So I'll take all of that.
Oh, shit, you're right. He probably has way more money than Oprah.
Well, I mean, the point is I'll have the money because it's not like Oprah's dead. I can't inherit her money. And does that mean I get to fuck Oprah? Sure, why not? I mean, she's pretty thick. Yeah. And if I get to fuck Oprah, I get to remove her pants and see if that's really an ankle bracelet. So I'll be doing the world a favor.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess. You can take pictures of it.
Yeah.
What is it? So about that ankle, go back to the ankle bracelet just for a second. It's funny because I Googled it. I was like, okay, let's see some other pictures of Ellen. And
yeah, I can't get enough of those Ellen DeGeneres photos.
No, because I was like, is this real? Are there other pictures with her out having it? You know, because that would totally debunk everything, sorta. But what I found is like, there's these photos where she's stepping out of a car and like they took a picture of her whole body and she's like just posing as if it's like you can tell that there's like a series of pictures where she's pretending she's getting out of her car, posing. And it's like, you can see her legs and there's no ankle monitor on there, but it's like, wait, did she just spin thing so that the camera can't catch it? So that she could be like, we got to debunk this. We got to make people think it's not real. You know, we got to hide the ankle monitor and take pictures of me. And then, I don't know, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, that's what you would do if you were trying to hide the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'll be like, oh shit, they all know about my ankle monitor. I got to debunk this with lies.
It's like, if anybody at home is friends with Ellen or Oprah, if you could let us know about their ankles, we would love to hear it in the comment section.
Yeah. So let's move on to this other story, which is interesting. It says, MIT researchers admit anti-maskers are more scientifically rigorous. And
what does that mean?
It means what they basically, to sum it up, they found that mask wearing people don't question anything or question things way less than anti-maskers who are like, wait, what? Why do I have to wear a mask? You know, and then like they just kind of analyze everything, like the science of it all. Whereas
they just follow the rules blindly without knowing why the rules are in place.
Yeah, it's like the maskers follow science as if it's a religion, whereas the anti-maskers follow science as if it's a scientific process. Okay, it's interesting, and I kind of could have told them that without having to waste money studying it. But it's like obviously if they're blind, if anyone who's wearing a mask isn't paying attention to the real world.
Well, Justin, do you wear a mask when you go outside?
Yes, always.
So are you pro or anti-science?
I'm pro-science, but it's easy to wear a mask, and I don't want to get like in like arguments with people, so yeah, I always wear a mask.
Yeah, Reactor, did you see David Hogg, the kid who survived a school shooting, so now he's a political expert? He said he's going to keep wearing a mask after getting vaccinated because he doesn't want people to think he's a Republican. You know,
because they're all batshit crazy.
That sounds pretty scientific to me.
Because to the left, it's an ideology war. Yeah. You know, whereas to the right, I feel like it's more of an elitism war, like the people versus the elite establishment trying to steal rights and steal our money. Whereas the left is like, no, the establishment is good. Big Pharma would never lie to us. They don't care about profit. They're trying to save the world with a vaccine. And it's like, okay, man. All right, I don't know. Dude, it's crazy trying to convince people that Big Pharma, like they fucking put AIDS in Tylenol in the 80s. And then they got caught and they had to pull it all off the shelves in America and they didn't want to waste the money, so they sold it all in China.
Wait, like, really? Where?
Yeah. Bayer did this in the 80s. They found AIDS in the Tylenol they were selling, so the U.S. government made them recall it all.
How do you put AIDS in Tylenol?
How do you put AIDS in Tylenol?
Gee, I don't know. It's kind of weird, isn't it? How do you accidentally get AIDS in your medicine? Were they? But
do you get AIDS from taking the Tylenol?
Yeah, I guess people were getting it from that.
Then you get HIV and then AIDS.
Well, no. That's another, a weird thing I saw, because like I've been looking into Fauci because he doesn't know anything about science. He doesn't know anything about immunology. No, for real.
No, like, yeah, I believe that you believe it. It's funny.
No, like he flip flops on everything he says. He's saying shit. He's basically just a salesman for the pharmaceutical industry. Everyone buy your vaccines from the government. Like the government has to give a vaccine to you. Which
yeah, I read that he has a financial stake in some of these pharmaceutical companies, and he's getting rich off the vaccine.
He owns the patents to vaccines. So he funded, he predicted the pandemic, he funded the research for the virus, and he's making a shit ton of money from the patents. You know, it's like, how dumb is the world that it's basically Dr. Evil saying, I'm a doctor and this is all, and everyone is just like, yeah, okay, whatever you say, I'll inject your shit into me.
Yeah, didn't he have direct ties to funding the Wuhan medical clinic that made the virus?
Yeah, and then he lied about it when, was it Rand Paul, who was also a doctor, was questioning him, I believe under oath, and he was straight up lying. I don't know if he's planning on like twisting the words. Like, I didn't say that literally. I was saying I personally didn't fund it. I gave the money to my assistant and she did it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure they'll try some shit like that. But he's basically crazy. So I was looking into him and I found that in the 80s, there were also scientists calling him a fraud and accusing him of genocide and saying, and this is the crazy part, I didn't really look too far into it. They were saying that HIV doesn't cause AIDS. There were doctors coming out against Fauci saying he's lying. HIV doesn't cause AIDS. And I'm starting to believe it now. Like, I think that's more possible than I would have 2 years ago.
You think that HIV does not lead to AIDS?
It's possible because I know Fauci is retarded and I know he's lying about COVID.
Well, I don't know the science behind it, but my uncle does have AIDS, and he did start off with HIV, so I think that might be true.
No, but how do you know he had HIV? Did they do a PCR test with 45 cycles?
This was before I was born, so I don't know.
I know.
He's had AIDS for a long fucking time. Like, he's still alive, so I don't know how deadly AIDS really is.
Yeah. Well, they basically put you on lifelong medicines that you have to pay for. I'm starting to think that the entire pharmaceutical industry, including flu shots, are questionable, and it might just be a scam, like a waterfall of money that they've set up to always get this, ongoing payment from humanity.
Justin, is Reactor still your hero after hearing this news?
To me,
you starting to have some doubts?
No, it's just that Reactor's a hero because he always does his best no matter what, and he always stands up for those in need. And I don't understand about, like, how he thinks about this stuff, like how he thinks someone committed genocide, like Fauci.
Well, the whole pharmaceutical industry right now is putting literally poisonous vaccines into people. There's 197,000 people who have been injured from the vaccine. And what is it? The VAERS is like 2 months behind. Like, if you have neurological damage from the vaccine and you file a report with them, they won't get back to you for 2 months because there are so many cases going on. There's a video of some doctor testifying that she now has seizures because of it, and she shakes like nonstop. She was like testifying to some court, saying like, this is insane that people are doing this. And the pharmaceutical industry is immune from lawsuits. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying. But there are also people, other than the people who died of COVID, there are people with like permanent lung damage from having COVID. So it sounds like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Well, here's another funny thing. Like, they're saying you can test positive for COVID after getting the vaccine. It's like, no shit. This isn't a normal vaccine. This is mRNA that tells your body to create the virus. So of course you're going to find the DNA of the virus in your body if you test for it.
Yeah, I think the idea is that after you get the vaccine, even if you get COVID, the symptoms will be severely reduced. Because like Bill Maher recently got COVID after getting the vaccine, and he said that he didn't feel the symptoms. He just tested positive when
That's what I'm saying. Well, because if your body's creating the virus, you're going to test positive for the virus.
Yeah, but isn't that a good thing if the vaccine is working and that it reduces the symptoms? Because the symptoms are what have people like dying and permanent lung damage.
So here's the problem. My understanding is that your immune system isn't just antibodies that do all the shit for you. There's a bunch of different parts of the system that work together to keep your body sterile, or like clean, you know what I mean? So this GMO vaccine shit only changes one aspect of the immune system, which is not a good thing because the rest of your body is way behind. And I don't know. Well, I don't know exactly what's going to happen with that, but supposedly your immune system is compromised now, and you're going to have to continue to pay them to keep your immune system up to date.
So, Reactor, if we enter the nightmare world where vaccinated people are the only ones who have the human rights anymore, like, is there any circumstance where you'll get the vaccine, or will you say, okay, I'll never go on a plane again, I'll never go on a cruise again, I'll never visit a foreign country again? Because it seems like a lot of places are going to have this expectation. Like, are you willing to relinquish all of these freedoms so that you don't have to get the vaccine that you think will damage you?
I would forge a vaccine card before I let them inject.
They're saying it's a federal crime. You might go to prison for that.
Okay, well, it's also a federal crime to put dangerous chemicals into me.
Well, if the government does it, it's not a crime.
Yeah, technically it is a crime. It's just that they can not prosecute themselves. So.
Right. Justin, have you gotten the vaccine yet?
I really didn't want to because for vaccinations, I get really sick for flu shots. So I stopped doing it when I was very young, and I got really ill off this, physically ill, mentally very bad, even after only one shot. And I was really begging not to take it because maybe I think Reactor's saying is right,
what were your symptoms after you got both of the shots?
Only one right now.
The second one is gonna kick your fucking ass, dude.
Yeah, it's the one that's really going to mess you up. I wouldn't do it.
Because everybody I've talked to who got both shots, they felt like fucking death after the second one.
So why don't you just go get COVID then? Or it's why don't you just take the chance of getting it? Instead of, I feel like what people are basically doing is saying, oh man, I'm afraid of getting COVID. Here, inject it into me.
Well, isn't that how most vaccines work? Like the chickenpox vaccine, they just give you a mild case of chickenpox.
They inject dead viruses into you, viruses that can't reproduce. And your body just swarms it, looks at it, and analyzes the shit out of it and says, oh, we can kill it this way. We're good.
Yeah.
But now, what they're doing is they're making your body create millions of viruses. And what's funny is the spike protein that your body's creating, it's not safe. It's not healthy. The spike protein also damages your blood vessels. So it's the virus, sure, it doesn't have the ball connected to it where it can inject this RNA, but it still destroys your circulatory system. So this is a crime against humanity. It's literally a crime against humanity. And I feel bad for anyone who was, for lack of a better word, stupid enough to let them put an untested chemical into their body. 5 years ago, people wouldn't eat GMO foods. Now they're saying, yeah, sure, make me a GMO. Fucking crazy.
And isn't Bill Gates...
Because there's more research.
Isn't Bill Gates directly tied to some of these vaccines? And now we're finding out maybe he's not the most immoral man on Earth?
Yeah, oh, right. Yeah. Moderna, pretty sure he owns that. Uh-oh. And Moderna is basically the fusion of the words modify RNA.
Well, just so the YouTube bots don't get upset, we are not financial experts. This is not financial advice. Do not remove our channel. Reactor is satire. He loves the vaccine. Everybody should get the vaccine. We're not giving medical advice.
I got 18 vaccines already because they keep giving them away for free.
Wow,
it's crazy. No,
but Justin, what were the symptoms you experienced after getting the vaccine? I would love to know what to expect if I ever get it.
Body aching. I had a headache and I just had to lie down I could not even sit at my computer. You couldn't even
listen to this podcast. You were in so much pain.
I don't usually listen to the podcast.
What?
Who cares? Nobody listens to it anyway. I want to go over this article real quick that I forgot to mention. It's actually pretty interesting. It says, genetically engineered magnetoprotein remotely controls brain and behavior. And this article is from The Guardian back in 2016. It came out. I guess nobody felt like it was impressive at the time. But now it's pretty impressive because to me, it seems like it's exactly the vaccine technology. So I'm going to read this real quick. So badass new method uses magnetized protein to activate brain cells rapidly, reversibly, and non-invasively. And what this is they take vaccine technology, mRNA, and they set it up so that when they inject it into you, it tells your nerve cells to create this protein called ferritin. And this is a protein that accumulates and holds iron, right? It's like an iron protein. Ferritin, ferrous means magnetic. And now your nerves is building these proteins on you. And what they found is that they were able to make mice prefer to be inside a magnetic field by making, by control, like making them panic if they weren't in it. By activating parts of the brain, they can cause euphoria with an electromagnetic field. They can cause panic. They can do all kinds of stuff, like controlling behaviors. It's insane, but it's crazy. Like it's the same technology. And have you heard about the videos where people have magnets sticking to their arms?
No.
God, man, no one's paying attention, huh? Well, there's like a half hour long, I think it's like 40 minutes long now because everyone's like posting these videos. It started off, it was like 5 minutes and it's like, okay, wow, 12 people can stick magnets to their arm for some reason. And then it was like 25 minutes long. Now it's like 40 minutes long. And some of them are probably faking, right? But some of them are probably real. And what I know for a fact is that people I know from the military have been able to do it. Their deployment vaccine, before you deploy, you have to get a bunch of weird vaccines or, up-to-date vaccines.
Did you get them?
And yeah, but I can't stick a magnet to my arm. It's not working.
Oh.
But people I know who also got these vaccines, because they were in later than I was. I got out in like 2013, 2012-ish, end of 12. So people who were in after me are sticking magnets to their arms, and they didn't get the vaccine for COVID. All they've had is the military vaccines. And it makes sense that they would give this shit to the military first, because they always test, throughout history, America has tested on soldiers, Oh
yeah, you guys are our guinea pigs.
Exactly, for real. They gave a bunch of soldiers syphilis in like the late 40s.
Wasn't that mostly black soldiers?
And like Hispanic ones, yeah.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
I think they actually did it in Brazil, but which is, could you imagine if we went to America? Could you imagine that America went to another country and infected them all with syphilis for science?
Gave them all Brazilian jelly arms.
Yeah, oh yeah. But
So what is the moral of the story? Just don't trust the government ever and don't get a vaccine.
The moral of the story is there's a chance that everyone who got this vaccine can now be remotely controlled with electromagnetic fields. And it gets crazier because where would this giant electromagnetic field come from?
The
right?
5G towers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it all comes together.
This is all very plausible. The technology is real, and they're actually injecting this technology into people, but they're saying it's not going to do what this article is saying it does. They're saying this is just going to make you immune to a COVID virus. Well, not actually immune. It actually doesn't do anything for the COVID virus, apparently, which is kind of weird because you can still get it. So yeah, it's just weird. I mean, I don't know. Let's move on to another article. I want to get it real quick.
Do we have to? Because we have some Patreon questions. Do you really need this article?
One more article. Okay. I'll be real quick.
Okay.
This is fucking crazy. It's a 2013 article from military.com.
Timely news.
Yeah, I know. But it's a pretty well-respected military news website. And it basically says TR-3B anti-gravity spacecrafts. And what they're saying is that, the United States since 2013 has had anti-gravity spacecrafts. And it's pretty interesting. It does start off saying it doesn't officially exist, but there's a video of it, so
okay,
it's pretty cool. I don't know. I just wanted to put that out there. Like, yeah, America has spaceships that are anti-gravity. Pretty cool. Everyone should know. All right, so let's get to those Patreon questions.
Okay, we have Justin Kim, who posted a picture of my book, The Triflers, and said The Triflers is here, monkey. Justin, what do you think of the book?
It looks cool.
You haven't opened that bad boy up yet?
Oh, no, it's just meant to be on my wall.
That's fine. As long as I get the money for the purchase, I don't really care if anybody reads it.
I'll read it soon.
You don't need to. I got the money. I'm happy.
I'm interested in the story.
Okay, Santa Israel says, who is the best Red Letter Media member? Have either of you watched Red Letter Media on YouTube?
Have, but I don't know it as well as you do. And I don't watch it that much.
What about you, Justin?
I don't know what this is.
Okay, well then I'll just be the authority. And Rich Evans is obviously the best member. Cole Williams wants to know, what would you rather have, a monkey tail or a scorpion tail?
Monkey tail. Obviously, like scorpion tails aren't as you can't really hang from them. You can't really do a lot of stuff from them.
But can't you poison somebody with your poison tipped tail?
But you can tape a poison knife to your tail.
Fair.
You know, we don't need nature to do shit.
I guess
for
the
us.
question is, do you want to like hang out like a monkey, or do you want to attack your enemies with your scorpion tail? Like Reactor, if you had the scorpion tail, you probably would have won that fight protecting that guy, because you could have just stung both those dudes in the neck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would have been cool. But if I had a monkey tail, I could have also, like, if I had a monkey tail.
If you had a monkey tail, it wouldn't have done shit.
Well, I guarantee you, I would always have a knife taped to it.
Dude, you could use a knife in your hands. What are you fucking talking about?
No. Oh, I'll have knives in my hands too. But
you didn't.
Yeah.
If you had a scorpion tail, you would always you'd have a permanent poison-tipped knife on your back. You could just stab people with all the time.
I guess, but I mean, you can't really swing from trees with it.
Well, I mean, we're on opposite ends. I guess Justin Kim gets to be the tiebreaker, even though I think he might be biased in favor of whatever bullshit you say. But Justin, what would you rather have?
So you pick scorpion?
Yeah. Wait, no. I pick monkey.
Yeah, he picked monkey. I picked scorpion.
Oh. Yeah, I picked scorpion too.
Oh, thank God. See? Scorpion wins.
It's because to defend myself and other people.
Yeah, fuck you, Reactor.
Monkey tails can defend you.
No.
Rusty's not here, so Justin, I'm going to have you answer for Rusty. Artillery wants to know, hey, Rusty, what drew inspiration for Pack of Rats? The more I listen to it, the more it reminds me of Tech 9 and specifically Come Gangsta.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I can't really name a lot of Rusty songs, so.
No, yeah, I mostly listen to the Knife Game. I think that's pretty good. I like the family-friendly new song, but the rest of it I could do without.
I'll get the next one because it's for me. Rasta Billy asked, question for Reactor, what cryptos other than Doge should we be looking to invest in? Also, a serious question, how can I become less autistic?
Not sure why he thinks you can answer that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, why would he ask you
that? Be an actor. Create a persona, maybe multiple personalities, where your regular personality is your normal one, but when you are interacting with society, you play this character that's based off some kind of movie action hero. Like, what's his name from Die Hard? What's that guy's name?
Oh, shit. Chuck Norris.
Yeah, Chuck Norris. Like, so just watch Chuck Norris a lot and personify him and do what you think he would do.
Wait, so which action hero is the Reactor character based off of?
Me. Like, cause I'm a hero.
Yeah.
No, but to the crypto question, a lot of people are have been asking about SafeMoon, and I didn't really care much for it.
That's a scam, dude.
That's what they're saying, but I looked into it, and it's actually, it seems kind of interesting because what they do is, if you buy SafeMoon and then later decide to sell it, they tax you 10% of it if you sell it, which is crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like a scam.
Shit. How? Well, I mean,
that they steal 10% of your crypto when you try to sell it? Like, what the fuck?
No, it's a punishment for selling it. But also,
how do you ever make any money?
Because every time someone sells it, 10% of it gets burned, which means the entire market cap of it will go higher.
So unless your investment goes up 11%, you're never going to see another dime.
I guess. I don't know. But it
sounds
cool.
like a ripoff.
I bought $70 worth of it, and
you did?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I mean, it's whatever. And this isn't financial advice. I'm just saying this is interesting because I don't care about it. So I'm not going to sell it because I don't care. So, I mean, let's see where this goes. If in 10 years everyone sold all theirs except me, I'm going to be a millionaire. which they probably won't. But it's like, yeah, it's a pretty interesting way to do a crypto.
Yeah,
at the very least,
a shitty way. Baron von Brunk has a question for both of you. What's the most stereotypical?
Reactor.
Well, I'm gonna make you both answer it. What's the most stereotypical Asian thing you've ever done?
You go first, Justin.
I don't know. The most stereotypical Asian thing I've ever done. I've made like this movie, and my teacher thinks it's like racist.
Is it the movie that I'm in?
Yes, I might get expelled for that. So
really?
She said that Ryan Gosling is a white savior for like enjoying jazz or something. So I'm probably gonna get.
She didn't
expelled.
like La La Land.
No, she didn't.
I don't know what this movie is about.
Yeah, so Justin Kim is working on like a 5-minute class school project for his film class or something, and he wanted me to film a scene, and half of my dialogue is in like Chinese or some shit. What fucking language was that?
Mandarin.
Yeah, so Chinese.
Oh, yeah. Chinese. Yeah.
And I'm like doing kung fu in the woods, and I have a samurai sword. And Justin, do you have a final copy? Can I post it in this podcast, or should I just post my scene?
It's only. I was gonna ask you for audio clips because the thing doesn't really like link up with the audio, but the thing is gonna be due Wednesday, so I haven't finished the editing.
Okay, so I'll just post at the end of this podcast. I'll post the scene I made for you, and then tonight I'll send you my isolated audio so that you can edit it whatever way you need to, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So for me, the most stereotypical thing I ever did, I think, is I lived off rice for a month once with a rice cooker. Those things are pretty convenient.
Just white rice, or did you fry it after?
Yeah, no, white rice.
I hate white rice more than anything. I'd rather just not have rice at all.
I hate brown rice. Well, I mean, I don't hate it, but when I have the option, it's like, no, give me white rice.
I need that fried rice with like peas and carrots and little chunks of rotisserie chicken. Man, white rice, I would rather starve. It's horrible to me.
Really?
Yeah, I can't stand it.
I mean, obviously, at the time I didn't have shit tons of money, so
yeah. Is that the reason why you were just
it was kind of like a choice. Like I bought a 50-pound bag of rice, and I was like, I can eat this, and I love rice. I fucking love rice. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say the most stereotypical Asian thing you've ever done is when you were in that car accident.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure.
Maybe that's second place. What about have you ever gotten an A on a math test?
Probably in like first grade. Yeah, in first grade I got straight A's.
God, I'm so sick of you living stereotypes. Come on.
Yeah. Hey, so Justin, like, with like education, your parents taught you math. Like, are your parents like really strict about education and stuff?
Yes, in this area, it's like very rigorous.
Yeah. No, that's one thing I know. Like Asian families who move to America, people think that they're like, I mean, like the parents are super strict. Like they're not in a bad way. I don't know. Maybe some of them are, but like they care way more, like 20 times more than a normal American family with education. It seems.
True.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, Asians are, getting all. What is it in Harvard? Like, if we didn't. If there weren't racist policies for attendance at Harvard, it would be all Asian. It's like, okay, well, maybe it should be all Asian then. Maybe all the other races should step their game up.
Like when they're actively like they're using affirmative action to discriminate against Asians, and like this is not like a conspiracy. Like there are multiple lawsuits about this. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Like no wonder why Asian parents have to be so strict, because like if you're Asian, you're automatically fucked. So now you have to be like the very tippy top of the best Asians of all time just to get the scholarship. Like you guys are fucked. I mean, Justin Kim, I don't know how old you are, but Reactor, like it's a good thing you're already past that stage because you would be fucked.
Yeah, and I don't think it's scholarships. I think it's attendance in general.
Yeah, like admission.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Like Justin, have you gone to college yet? You going soon?
Not yet. Soon.
Like, have you started applying for any schools?
Yep.
And any good luck? Or are they saying "fuck you, Asian boy, go somewhere else"?
I don't want to say.
That's okay. We can move on to the next one. Somebody actually asked a question for Justin Kim from Sir Red Edge. I guess he knew you would be here 5 days prior. Who is your favorite musical artist? And I guess we should all answer this.
What the hell? Wait, they posted this on the 16th?
Yeah, I guess he knew Justin would be here. And then Santa Israel says, question for Justin Kim, what is your favorite movie? How did they know?
You didn't say anything? Because I didn't know.
No, I just invited him on like 2 hours ago.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, yeah, go ahead and answer the question, Justin.
I don't listen to music, but my favorite movie is The Hobbit: Battle of the Five Armies.
Oh, fuck you! Shut the fuck up!
What is that?
It's the shittiest movie I've ever seen in theaters in my whole life.
Huh. Another question.
He knows that I hate it, and that's why he said that. He's not even going to answer for real.
I don't watch movies, so I don't really know.
You should watch Count of Monte Cristo. One of my favorite books, and the movie was really good. The newer movie.
What's it called?
Count of Monte Cristo. It's about It's about this guy who him and his best friend are like sailors back in like 1700s France, and his best friend screws him over to steal his girl and get him locked in prison. And then he tells the dude's girlfriend or fiance that he died, and I'll take care of you. I promised him I would. So then he ends up marrying his best friend, and this dude escapes prison, and his cellmate told him about this island with treasure. So he sets his goal to get revenge and get this treasure. He gets the treasure and then becomes the Count of Monte Cristo, this fake persona he creates to get revenge on everyone who ever fucked with him. And I love it. It's a good movie.
So it's kind of like in Survivor All-Stars when Amber gets swap screwed and Rob says to Lex, if you take care of her, I'll take care of you.
Exactly like that. Yeah.
I think that's what it was based on. Oh, there's lots of revenge. Don't you worry. That's a very dark season of Survivor. They wanted both of us to say what our favorite musical artist is. Reactor. Do you have one?
Favorite musical artist?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with right now. The band that I'm playing on repeat the most is I don't want to say the wrong one. Oh, Echolyn, that's what they're called. ECHOLYN. They have 2 albums I would recommend are The End is Beautiful and the other one, I Heard You Listening. Check out those if you want to hear what Mumkey is listening to.
Nah, I don't really think about this question a lot, but my go-to, like the band that I can always listen to and I'm like, yeah, keep it on, is Brand New or Taking Back Sunday, which are kind of the same band in my opinion, but they're also rival bands. It's weird. They used to be the same band or something. They split up.
I used to listen to them a lot too.
Yeah, but that's technically like my go-to favorite band.
Do they have like overlapping band members or something?
They have what are they called when like rappers have the battles, the feuds? Diss tracks, right? They have diss tracks on each other.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Talking about them like stealing each other's girl and shit, or like fucking each other over, like you fucked me over, like you cheat I think what happened is one of the band members hooked up with the other band member's girlfriend, and they were best friends at the time, and then they found out and it became this huge thing, and the band broke up and split into 2 bands that were equally as good. It's just a weird situation.
Isn't that how Notorious B.I.G. got killed?
Oh, wait.
Like one of those rappers is like, oh, I fucked your bitch, and then he got shot in the street.
Tupac said in a song.
Oh, that was Tupac who got shot for that? I thought it was the fat guy.
Oh, no. Tupac said in a diss track to Biggie that he what do you say? I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker, or something. I don't remember the lyrics exactly. It was something like that, though.
And then he got shot?
Yeah, well, and then, I don't know, yeah, something happened. It'd be cool if we ever found out what actually went on with that. It was probably just,
Okay.
organized crime fights.
Lucy wants to know, Reactor, how does
Can we
Tim's...
ban this guy?
You don't like this question? Reactor,
I think it's disrespectful.
how does Tim's boy pussy feel?
Yeah, that's a stupid question. Boys don't have pussies, you idiot.
Well, I thought it was a stupid question because obviously it feels amazing.
Oh, yeah, what is that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's just move on.
Giant says, question for Quentin Reviews. What's your opinion on President Donald Trump? I don't think Quentin's here to answer that.
Quentin. Oh, he's muted.
He's been muted the whole time.
His mic is muted.
That's too bad.
So next one. Who would you like to have? I should read these before I read them out loud, huh? Who would you like to have on as a guest that would probably never agree to come?
I replied to that in the chat saying Tim Pool, and I actually wanted to get Tim on this episode, but Reactor vetoed it pretty quick.
No, because like I said, he's
waiting for episode 50.
I don't know. I just think, honestly, I think it would be weird if I didn't even ask him because I'm like, I don't want him.
What do you mean fucking weird? Like I think family relations comes before celebrity status. Like I would never be afraid to ask my brother to do a video with me.
But what if your brother stole your company from you and reincorporated it?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of weird shit.
You're still gonna go to Thanksgiving together and touch his boy pussy.
I'll talk shit about him when he's not here, but I don't want him here.
I mean, here's how I think it would go down, whether like he's here with you and me and Rusty or whoever. I think like we wouldn't have to talk about any drama shit or whatever. I would just want to do the normal comedic news show and see if he has any comedic chops, because I've never seen Tim Pool be funny, and I would like to see if he can throw some punches with the big boys like Rusty and Reactor.
I actually used to think like he's not really a comedian. He just reads news articles. But I was watching one of his videos like this week, and there was actually a pretty funny scene. I don't know. It was what's the word? Well performed joke.
That he actually
he
told the joke.
He said, it was funny. He made me laugh out loud. He said something about Biden being the greatest president ever, and something about shabba-nabba-da-da pressure or whatever that word is.
Wait, are you being sarcastic? Does he actually like Biden, and now you're interpreting it as a joke?
It was like the way he said it sarcastically, but seriously,
Okay.
I thought it was good.
For Jimothy and not Tim, what's a genre of video game you've liked watching gameplay of and or tried to get into but couldn't, and what was the reason for that? Personally, yeah, I think he's talking to you and me. I like watching people play Search and Destroy on Call of Duty a lot more than I enjoy playing it, just because I'm pretty bad at the game and my aim is pretty shit. So I enjoy watching people who are really good at Search and Destroy just, get 20 bombs in a game.
Yeah, because I actually like playing Search and Destroy. And I'm actually thinking like I'm going to start, I don't know, because I enjoy playing Call of Duty, I might start streaming it soon.
Yeah, dude, if you streamed Search and Destroy, I would watch the shit out of that, because there's not very many people who stream it.
You should see like the way I play. It's like I use like psychological manipulation on people, or like I don't know. The way I play Call of Duty is fun because I know the whole map. Eventually, I memorize the whole map, and I just map out the points of the map where people psychologically end up. Yeah, I know where to look, and it's like.
Are you playing Modern Warfare or Cold War?
Cold War.
Oh, see, I don't want to watch that.
Have you seen Prop Hunt?
No.
It's hide and go seek. It's hilarious. I love it.
I just don't like Cold War. I think it's an ugly game, and I like Modern Warfare a lot better.
I looked at it, and it seemed like kind of cartoony.
Well, I mean, if you stream it, I'll watch it. Yeah.
Like I'm in the middle of moving right now. Actually, after filming or recording this episode, I have to like take my computer apart, which is
shit.
I got to pack everything up. I got a moving truck tomorrow.
Oh, where are you moving to?
West Virginia.
You're not going to be a Chicago boy starting tomorrow?
Hell no. Did you hear what Lori Lightfoot said?
No.
She's not taking interviews she's only taking interviews from brown and black people from now on. Like, holy shit. Could you imagine if I was the mayor and I said, I'm only taking interviews from white reporters from now on? Like, holy shit.
Damn, dude, we've lived 4 hours apart for so long and we never once got together, and now you're moving.
Oh, yeah.
What a big waste.
Well, you can come out for like a week maybe.
Well, I'll see you on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
if you go to Rusty's.
Yeah, I probably will.
Are you guys really gonna box?
Yeah, me and Rusty are gonna box.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm dead serious about that. I hope he is too, because I would love to get punched in the face and punch him.
I hate, I have this fear of like fist fighting or like that kind of like getting punched in the face, because my whole life my teeth have been broken over and over again.
Oh yeah,
fixed over and over again. Yeah, it's like one of my fears.
Well, I'm going up against Rusty. I don't think he's gonna break anything on my body.
Yeah. Plus, you're gonna wear the pillow fighting gloves, right? Those red things.
Yeah. Whatever boxers wear. Yeah.
Yeah. You could be in boxers. You're gonna wear boxer shorts.
I would not mind if we were stripped naked with nothing but our boxing gloves on. I think the audience would appreciate that.
Thongs.
And I think the whole rule of no below the belt, I think that's bullshit. I think the crotch is fair game. Just punching each other in the balls over and over again.
See, if you can't block your balls fast enough, it's your fault.
Yeah, it's see who can stay standing the longest after getting punched in the dick 100 times.
I guess now that I'm a little older, I don't really care about having kids. I still don't think that would be a fun game, though.
Well, I mean, you're going to be the cameraman, so make sure you get lots of close-ups of Rusty's balls getting punched.
While you're fighting him, try pulling his clothes off for the audience.
I thought we were just going to be naked to begin with.
No, but I mean, like, you're going to have some sort of underwear on, right?
Maybe. It's up to Rusty.
If you can get his underwear off, the audience would probably love that, I think.
Yeah.
And they would see his mutilated, deformed.
Oh, no, yeah, with his phimosis cock.
Yeah. You know the word for it. What?
Me and Digibro did a podcast, and that was a topic of conversation many times, is that he has a phimosis cock.
Oh, wow.
And now now she's a beautiful woman with a giant phimosis cock, and I'm sure her boyfriend has a smegma mouth all the time, and that's fine. Santa Israel, oh no, that's not a question. Cocaine Tortoise says, why is Tim Pool fat? Is Tim Pool fat now?
I mean, he definitely is heavier, but maybe that just comes with age and money.
Yeah, definitely the money.
Yeah.
Ross,
I mean, he could probably hire a chef that just makes cake for him all day if he wanted.
That's probably what he did.
Yep.
Rostabilly says, what should I spend my 60 quid disability check on this week?
Well, Doge is at a discount right now. Not financial advice, but if I had $60, and I didn't need food or shelter, I would just throw it into Doge. It's like 35 cents, and that's pretty low.
He could do what Justin Kim does and use his disposable income to support the TrashRats Patreon.
Oh, yeah. 60 times. No.
And just throw in $60 one time.
Yeah. We should do that. We should make it so, like, if you pay like $1,000, you don't have to pay anymore. You're just automatically always in our Discord, right?
I think it should be $1,000. You can choose one of us to get kicked off the show permanently, and you can join in their plays.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty.
As long as you stay at the $1,000 per month tier, though.
Oh yeah. Otherwise, because as soon as you stop, then they come back.
And here's the final question. Brap Tronstein wants to know, Reactor, do you think Biden will win 2024?
To be honest, I don't think Biden's going to be president much longer with the Arizona, Michigan, Georgia, New Hampshire, and Wisconsin audits going on. Like a few of them already found some pretty crazy shit. What was it? Georgia, the judge just ordered the audit because when they went over the ballots, 21% of them were duplicates.
Oh,
it's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty incriminating. You know, and the funniest thing is like how the Democrats think they're going to get away with this, and they're like, "It's debunked. It's debunked. You're destroying democracy. Don't look at our answers. Like, oh my God, you're all trying to destroy democracy." Like, no, we're just trying to look at what you did. If you didn't do anything wrong, this is fucking a good idea.
Yeah, I think if people think it's on the up and up, they have nothing to be afraid of from an audit. So I don't know why anybody would be afraid of it.
Someone said it's the least transparent audit in history. And it's like, dude, there are live cameras streaming 24/7 on the audit. Like, this is the most transparent audit in the world. It's crazy, and that's what we need.
Justin, did you vote in the 2020 election?
No, I don't think I can.
Oh, because you're Asian?
Yeah. No, what age do you have to be to vote?
18.
Oh yeah, I don't think I did.
You don't think you did?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Wait. You have to sign up for selective service, right? To vote.
I don't know.
Me?
Yeah. You know
I don't think
is right.
I don't think he's 18 yet.
It's the draft, basically. So, like, if we do a Vietnam thing again, and we want to send a bunch of poor people to another country to die for money, you have to go according to law. But I mean, that's the law. The law is fallible. You know, it's made by men. You can just ignore it. Really.
Now, do women have to sign up for the selective service too?
No, which is actually pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of fucking crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's like women, not to bitch about feminism, but like they like to complain about nothing's equal. We want equality. It's like, oh, you want equality, huh? 95% of the military deaths are men. We would love for you to take up some of that slack.
And no, I'm all for equality. I think equal pay for equal work and equal signing up for the draft. I think everybody should equal. Let's do it. Our selective service, because there is no draft. It's called selective service. We're playing fucking mind games with the words.
Yeah, I would definitely
semantic argument.jpg.
What's the word when you draft dodger? If I was of age during Vietnam, I would have been gone so quick.
Dude, you were in the military. What are you talking about?
Voluntarily.
Yeah.
If the military came to my house and said, let's go, put on your boots, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll be right back. And then I'd run out the back door.
What's next? You're going to be a vaccine dodger?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Dude, like I said earlier, I'm questioning flu vaccines too, because there's some weird shit going on with the pharmaceutical industry. They are definitely criminals for profit.
Well, if you would like to ask us a question that we answer on this show, go to patreon.com/TrashRats, sign up, join the Discord. You can hang out with me and Reactor and Justin Kim all day. Justin is probably the most prolific commenter on here, so if you liked what he had to say, you can talk to him all fucking day. He has nothing better to do.
Yep.
Justin, is there anything you want to plug before we take off?
Nope.
What about you, Reactor?
I want to say follow me on Twitter, which I'm I have like 3 more days left on my suspension. Not Chris Pool, NOTCHRISPOOL, and you can see all the stupid shit I tweet.
When should I press record for the
auto? Like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we already.
No, yeah, this was the pre-show. Now we're going to record the real podcast.
We were just making sure. Practice show. We always do a practice show. Now we're starting.
Okay, bye everybody. Here is my scene from Justin Kim's short film that's going to get him suspended.
Later.
Banana phone.
Tiana? Okay. The fresh cut samurai lives. The Emperor put out 400 Robux gift card bounty to whoever can bring his head to him first.